The legislature in California has approved physician-assisted suicide. Now it's up to Governor Jerry Brown to either sign or veto the legislation, and it's unclear as to what he's going to do, especially considering his religious background. Now, the bill would allow mentally competent patients to request a prescription that would end their lives if two doctors agree the patients have only 6 months to live. So this is only for terminally ill patients, and that's it. And they do have to go through many obstacles in order to get the drug prescribed to them. The person also must be deemed mentally competent by a mental health professional. Tricking or coercing patients to end their lives would be a felony under the measure. Now, this was inspired by similar legislation in Oregon. And after Brittany Maynard, who was suffering from a terminal illness, a brain tumor, decided to move from California to Oregon to receive physician-assisted suicide, lawmakers in California decided, okay, maybe it's about time that we bring this issue up and make a decision as to whether or not we want to legalize it.
Okay. I'm an American, so I believe in freedom. And so I'm sure that if you're conservative, you agree with me, right? I mean, the whole country is about liberty. Don't tread on me, right? So should you have the freedom to do whatever you want with your body, including taking your own life if you're at the end of your life and you're in tremendous pain? The answer has to be, of course, right? No, you're going to get it. You're going to make the government get between
me and my doctor?
Me and my doctor, me and myself. And you want the government so large that it's in our head and it tells us what we can and can't do. I mean, you, of course, as a conservative, you don't agree with that, right?
No, but that's the incredible thing about conservatives, right? Like, they can't really be consistent about death. They love to pick and choose who gets to live and who gets to die. Zygotes get to live, okay? People who are terminally ill and have less than 6 months to live, no, we're going to make you live and basically go through torture up until the moment you die. But if you are a convicted criminal, death penalty, you get to die, no right to live for you. Make up your mind. So are you pro-life? Because it seems like there's a lot of inconsistencies within the conservative community.
You know why? Because the inconsistencies are built into the Bible, and they think we're not beholden to the U.S. Constitution, like Kim Davis believes, that and Ted Cruz and Mike Huckabee and a lot of the Republican candidates, they believe that we're beholden to the Bible, and the Bible is massively contradictory. So they're like, I don't know, so I'll take that part and I'll take that part, and it doesn't make logical sense. It doesn't have to make logical sense. It's a spiritual code handed down to me by the sky god. Sky god never promised to make sense.
Look, one of my biggest fears in life is becoming old and becoming dependent on other people. And I want to be able to plan out my own life and my own destiny. I don't want to be a hindrance on anyone else's life. I don't want anyone to have to worry about taking care of me if I'm immobile or unable to do things for myself. I like knowing that possibly in the future, this would be an option for me, right? And honestly, at the end of the day, as long as I'm mentally competent, I get to make that decision for myself. And if people want to take their own lives, they'll take their own lives. The question is, are you going to allow them to do it in a potentially painful way, or are you going to allow them to do it in a controlled environment where they get to make decisions for themselves?
I'm 1,000 times more American than any of these conservatives, because I believe that you can't mess with my liberty. Like, I'm older, right? Forget when I don't have to be older, but especially if I'm older. And you're telling me, oh, you're terminally ill, but you're suffering every single day, but you're not allowed to take your life. Yeah, like, that's your opinion, man, except you're not the boss of me. I'm not harming anyone else. I get to make my own moral decisions. You're not allowed to smoke that. You're not allowed to drink this. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do this. If you have something inside your body, we get to decide what happens to your body, not you, right? And there's a million different rules where I don't want you to have that kind of sex. I don't want you to love that kind of person. That's like your opinion, man. Okay, and I'm an American, and I believe in freedom, and you don't. So I'm going to go on the side of liberty. And if you want to fight against liberty and freedom, have at it. Just don't call yourself an American.